back here for round 2 of this career mode in 2017, and we're here at Trina, which is probably one of my best tracks on the Canada. I haven't really driven this much on 2017, as you can see there, missing one of the gates quite a lot. And as we end the lap, we actually we go green, but it's not enough to go purple. But the second lap round, we comfortably go purple. So we're going to advance to qualifying. As you saw last time, I'm hopeless at all the other practice sessions. So in my mind, there was no point really wasting time on those. So you can have a look at practice 1. You can see actually Vettel and Hamilton lead at the front, which is quite realistic. So luckily for my career mode, is actually a bit more realistic than some of the other ones, where Kimi Räikkönen's winning all the races, but you never know, he might still win this one. So as we load, well, another ridiculously long loading screen. But yeah, here we are now. Just get 50 resource points, of course, for the trackers acclimatization. So yeah, our agent wants us to finish 13th, which shouldn't be really a problem. It's one of my favourite tracks, so all I need to do really is to get through to the next part of qualifying. So this is going to be our first flying lap in Q1. So it's basically just a banker lap, and you can see quite tidy through the first few sectors. I probably could have extended that a bit more. I cut it quite narrow. We're going to just about miss the apex. We run a bit wide. Again, not really sticking to the racing line, but we're going to have to lift a bit off there. Take quite a wide line right there. So all in all, probably lost about 2-3 tenths. One right there, so again losing about another tenth or two. But we're still only less than a tenth down on Sainz's PB for that lap. But then Vettel just blast that lap out of the park with a 1:34.5. So there's no way we're going to be matching that. So yeah, we hit the apex. Just to confirm, I have kept it on 100 Legend AI. Even so, last round, of course, I got pretty much wrecked by them. But you can see that we returned to garage. We're happy with that lap, and we actually come up later in the session. This is going to be for one final lap. We got just over 1 minute 40 to go, so we might be able to put in another lap. But you can see quite a shabby first sector. So we cut on to the end of the lap, well, middle of the lap. You actually got our teammate Nico Hulkenberg behind us, and of course, I mean, enough trouble with the team anyway, so we're just going to let him past. And yeah, hopefully he can do a good lap. But actually, we realised right at the end that we've only got a few seconds to go, and actually we're not going to have time to do our qualifying lap. So at the end of the day, we probably shouldn't have let him pass. We actually would have been able to do a lap otherwise. So we actually finished 18th. But here's the grid order.
Ricciardo, Grosjean, Stroll, and Kevin Magnussen, Perez, Ocon, Nico Hulkenberg, and Sainz, Kvyat, Alonso, Stoffel, Van Dorn, and Renault, Ericsson, and Pascal Wehrlein completes the grid.
So you can see we're all the way down in 18th place, which isn't good. So yeah, we're starting on the designated amount of fuel, so we plus or minus practically 0 laps of fuel. So that means we can run standard and for most of the race. You see quite a poor start actually, and that's one of the Saubers fighting up our inside. We actually tagged with them a bit, but this isn't 2016. We're not going to spin out. Luckily, sideboard glitch has been sort of eradicated. We're going to go 3 wide with the Saubers, and we just about hold position. Then we make a nice lunging move, and we've got 3 cars there. So here comes Sainz though. Of course, I've been squeezed Van Dorn a bit out to dry, and that allowed Sainz to pass him. You can see though, Ocon's actually quite far away from us. So we've lost quite a bit of time off the start. But cutting on a bit later, this is Ocon up the inside of Kvyat. So Ocon's trying to get a move on. You can see Magnussen in front of these two. So it's our turn to try to get past Kvyat. He's in 13th place right now, so he's doing quite well. I mean, of course, I only qualified 18th in qualifying, which isn't good, but we're making up the positions. This is where I probably should be in qualifying, 13th. And we're here now, and it's only lap 2, so it's been a really good start for us. We gained quite a few positions. We've actually gained 5, to be honest. And here comes Ocon again, so Ocon's definitely on a mission. He's up the inside of Magnussen, and that's the second car he's overtaken. So the Force India working well down those long straights, and actually we get our first corner cutting warning, so that's not good. Anyway, skipping on to the, this is actually 3 or 4 laps later, you can see Ocon's actually caught up to the back of another, I think his teammate and my teammate. We're trying to get Magnussen. Magnussen defends really well, and that's really impressive from him. Kvyat's still behind us. We're going to get Magnussen though under braking. But the AI putting up a really good fight. And you can see Ocon, he's fallen back a bit off our teammate. But there's somebody in the pits, I think it's Hamilton or something. Maybe one of the leaders. So yeah, I mean, we're churning for our tyres quite quickly. And we weren't going to have a new strategy change, but now the safety cars come out. So even so, I was probably going to pit lap 12. I'm actually going to pit this lap for what will be mediums. So that way I should effectively have a free pit stop. So you can see now as we're going to enter the pits. You can see actually there's quite a few people entering the pits. Not as many as I thought, but maybe others are trying to stretch for the one stop, which actually might be the faster strategy, but we'll find out. Anyway, we're going to pit onto mediums. We're probably not going to be able to take these to the end, but we're going to try anyway. I mean, these 2017 tyres are much more durable. But you can see actually we come out in 16th place, so I think there's only Bottas and Magnussen behind us. So of course Magnussen, we overtook him on lap 2, and he had to pit early. So you can see now catching up to Verstappen. And actually, at the end of lap 9, the safety car's coming in, so much better than 2016. The safety car only stays out for about 2 laps instead of about 4 or 5. But yeah, we go green. We get quite a bad start because compared to Verstappen, that's going to allow Bottas, and Bottas is just going to stroll past us in his Mercedes. And yeah, that's him up into 16th. And we got Magnussen behind us, and Magnussen, I can confirm, is on the super soft tyres. Yeah, sorry about the bad video recording. You can't actually see what tyres they're on and what positions the cars are in the top left, but that'll be fixed for the next video. Anyway, you can see the one slightly wide. Magnussen's not going to need a second invitation. He's going to try to get us, but we just about defend. So yeah, Magnussen very feisty. He defended from us well earlier on, but he's trying to get us now. But yeah, me and him are just going to have to try to come from the back of the field. We made an extra pit stop already, so hopefully we have to make one less pit stop compared to the front runners. So he's on the super soft, so it's quite intriguing what he's going to do with those. Even so, we go deep, and that's actually going to allow Magnussen, and Magnussen's going to take us around the outside. That was a move and a half. We go deep, and Magnussen needs no second invitation. He gets us quite easily, and that is the miracles of the 2017 AI, and I'm really impressed with the AI. It's a huge leap forward from 2016. But you can see Magnussen actually putting Bottas under pressure, so there's a few more cars peel into the pits. So DRS finally enabled now. But we see quite a bit off Magnussen, and Magnussen's going to try to make a move on Bottas. Bottas is going to hold it around the outside, and it goes side by side, and Magnussen has having none of it this time, and Bottas is squeezed a bit. I think he went into a half spin, but he managed to catch it, and Hamilton's bearing down on me as well. But actually, as a matter of fact, Vettel is actually quite far ahead of us. So considering that I think Hamilton didn't pit under safety car, whereas Vettel did. So. But anyway, it didn't take him long. I think it only took him a lap, and he's already in the back of us, so yeah, we're not going to fight the inevitable. We're up into 7th momentarily, but then we're dumped back down to 8th. So yeah, Hamilton moves up his position. Hamilton then pulls away really quickly, and he's already pressuring Bottas. So Bottas hasn't got much pace around this track, so it might be that he's got an issue or something. As we cut that corner slightly, Hamilton's already in the pits, so he's already making his second pit stop, which is quite early. And here comes Ricciardo. Ricciardo's already made his pit stop, and he's already bearing down on me. He's going to try to go around the outside. I'm going to try to let him pass, but then he just takes me on the outside. I'm going to try to pop and fight, but wow, that Red Bull downforce is absolutely overpowered, and he's taking no prisoners there. That was a move and a half from him. So yeah, we're going to move up to 5th place, I think. So yeah, now we're up into 5th place, sorry. Actually, we're going to be up into 3rd, so we've stayed out quite a long time. And you never know, we might be able to stretch these tyres to the end, even so they are getting a bit worn now. So you'll see what we do. You can see now, you've only got Vettel and I think Stroll up ahead. But not for long, because Stroll's actually overtaken by Vettel. And yeah, Vettel, he's already made his last pit stop. He's into the lead of the race. It's been a dominating win it's going to be a dominating win for Vettel, unless he has one of the Kimi Raikkonen engine failures. But I mean, he's dominated the season so far, and there's Stroll into the pit, so we're going to be released up into 2nd place. So trust me, we're not going to be seeing that a lot this season, so take your cameras out. Anyway, 2nd place for now. You can see Massa's behind us, so he's going to be bearing down on us soon. I think he's only got one more pit stop to go, so he's actually in a really good position for the podium. As you can see now, Massa really gaining on us, and he's really putting us under pressure, and our tyres are beginning to go now, so I don't know if we can stretch these to the end, but right now we're defending P2. We're doing a Lance Stroll right now. I mean, we're fluking a podium, and we'll be only our 2nd race, but here comes Massa, and he forces it up the inside, so well done for him, and he's up into 2nd place. So Massa, actually, he's on his last stop. He might actually finish 2nd, and that will be a massive result for Williams. So we pull onto the pits the next lap. We can't stretch these tyres any longer. You You see, actually, Magnussen passed us. And Magnussen actually in the top 5. So, from being in the back of the grid, Magnussen's had a good recovery. I think Verstappen as well is up there. And he started at the back as well. And so, I don't think Bottas has made many gains. But we actually come out in 11th. So, our pit engineer said we're going to come out in 10th. But, yeah, it doesn't matter because we caught up to Ocon now. We're fighting for our points. Can we get a points finish on only our second race of the season? We had a disappointing race in Australia, but we can redeem ourselves here. The team hates us, everyone hates us right now, but if we can get a good result, maybe we can get our status back. And there's Massa actually. Massa! He was in second place, and something's happened to his car. I don't know if it's an engine failure, I don't know if it's his puncture, but he was looking good to take those tyres to the end. He was looking good for a second place. But no, fate had to strike him. Actually, we're going to try to go around the outside of Ocon, and he's safe by the VSC, to be honest. We have the downforce over the Force India, but yeah, we tried to go around his outside, and the VSC got deployed. So I don't know who that's for. I think it might be for Massa still. But here we are, hustling and harrying Ocon. So yeah, we're just going to wait till the VSC ends, which it is now. So we're going to cut on to when it actually does end. We're going to get a good run down the straight, and he's got no match because we've got DRS and Rich Mix, and even with the Renault engine we breezed past him. So that's us up into 9th place because of Massa, of course. But again, we have slight contact. I mean, Ocon touched our rear end. If it was 2016 he would have spun out. So I'm really liking this new damage model. I'm just not quite liking the driving conditions in the wet right now. But there we go. Ocon actually covers us off. We're going to try to do a switchback on him, but no, he defends. We try to go around the outside. He defends well. And Ocon gets the position back. And with 3 laps to go, we might have to settle for 10th. But we're going to fight up the inside. It's a good move. It's a bit of a dive bomb. He's going to hold it around the outside. He's still holding it there. We're going to need another dive. And that should settle it. We go deep. He doesn't manage to get the cut back. We're up into 9th. So he's dropped back a bit there, but it's not going to probably hold him off for long. That Force India straight line speed will keep him with us, for sure. So as we enter lap 27, here comes Ocon. He's right behind us. He's not going to be able to make a move, but next lap we get on to the last lap, but here comes Ocon. He's up the inside. We're going to try to hold it round the outside. We managed to. Ocon will be on the outside for this corner. We squeeze onto the curb, and he's going to get the traction, and he's got us. We're going to throw up the inside here, and it's a dive bomb and a half, but he's going to hold it around the outside. And Ocon, we're on old tyres now. We're going to dive it up his inside. And we're just about going to hold P9. He's going to hustle and harry us. We're going to have to defend through this last straight. We go now onto the last straight. And Ocon's a bit too far back. I think we got 9th position as long as you don't mock up. Kvyat is actually closing us down in the distance, so he's had a good race. Our teammate is behind, I think, one of the, I don't know, he's in 12th, maybe Perez. But we get 9th place, so that's a really good result, considering he came 19th last time. So yeah, Ferrari get 2 wins out of 2. Even so, Mercedes will close them down because, of course, Raikkonen's failure.
Absolute perfection. There's so many factors to worry about once the race is neutralised. I mean, do you hit the fresh rubber? Do you have the space behind you? How much fuel can you save? If you answer all of those questions correctly, you'll have a good chance. And that's exactly what happened today. And as we can see, it's time for the podium. As the drivers make their way out, there's a familiar red suit making its way to the top step. Fantastic win for Ferrari.
And 2 right is going to be for Romania for the rest of the season. Ferrari look unstoppable right now. Vettel, 2 wins out of 2. He's got a huge lead in the championship.
So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. It's a good result for Sebastian Vettel, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day? It's a difficult one, but I'll have to go for the...
Wow, so I'm driver of the day. So I would have personally given it to Magnussen. You saw he was at the back of the field. He's finished in 5th. And doing that for the Haas team, he actually outscored Grosjean. Also, Max Verstappen getting on the podium. He's actually 3rd in the driver's standings, which actually, that's where he was actually after 2 races in the real season, so quite interesting. Similar standings actually to the real F1 season, so nice to know this game's quite realistic. And yeah, so Verstappen, he's basically done what he did in China. He was at the back after about lap 3, but he's finished on the podium. He's done a really good result. So you can see that we actually get quite a good career score, or resource points even. It's not going to be enough resource points though to buy an upgrade. So as we look, we're actually closing Hulkenberg in the rivalry, and for once we get plus points. So yes, we are not going to stray into the reds, and we actually get quite a lot of well, the teams are beginning to like us more. So You never know, if we're far from Renault, we may be able to train one of those. Here we go though, looking at the R&D tree. We can't afford any upgrades, and that's going to be it for today. Next race will be Bahrain, but I'm probably going to upload a Hamilton career mode soon, so be tuned to check that out. It should be up in the next few hours.